DeepSeek researcher just published his own auto-research personal project, but this is not just useful for AI research, it's also useful for any kind of research and any kind of projects where you have AI agents doing the work. So this is extremely general, auto-research or extremely general system. If you're coding, building projects, coding websites, doing AI research, any kind of other research, writing papers, and just want to have many agents work together, you can use this system. So you would either copy this skill MD file, or even better, you just give this page that I'm gonna leave below to your agent and tell it to install this skill. And it's actually a bit long, but it's just a prompt and it builds whole system, and AI models are perfectly capable of following this prompt and building this system. So all of this that I'm gonna explain now is gonna happen automatically. So I'm gonna explain how it works if you want to understand it and modify it, which you should, I think. So one thing to be careful about is that this can spawn massive amount of agents and then burn through your tokens. So you may prompt it to just spawn 1 or 2 parallel agents or something. Here I told it to collect literature and do literature review on test time reinforcement learning. Now AI is not yet good at autonomously writing full paper, but it's very good at collecting all of the papers, finding all of the papers we can use in this kind of stuff. So you see how good it is. It just found so much literature. It actually did some processing. So all of this just with one prompt. I just told it to find the literature, and there is so much stuff here going on. Of course, this would not be submittable to NeurIPS and conferences. This is not a polished paper, or it's maybe not even too good, but it's a very good start. But if you have tasks that can actually be verified, like websites and projects, then it can do those tasks fully end-to-end. It's just that papers and ideas are not so easy to verify that it cannot do it end-to-end. We will do all of this in my school live on Sunday. Everybody will get personal help to set this up in a live call, as well as coding an entire LLM from a single prompt that I will give you. Check below the video. So we're gonna have a main orchestrator agent. This is the boss, the guy, the agent that's gonna supervise the entire work. And then it can spawn agents, for each task a different agent. This way we don't pollute orchestrator's context with these steps and tasks. Orchestrator just needs to know the task and the result. Because polluting it with these so many steps, you're gonna see the failure modes like cognitive loop and the other failure modes that just happen because of too much text and context. So you want to just disregard unnecessary context. And then each worker will output the state, logs, information, everything that we tell it into some shared files. So I want to now go a bit back and start with the 3 issues that are happening if you give AI long-running tasks. So cognitive loop is when it just starts looping same idea or even same text. This can happen because there is too much context or too much text in the context. Or it just starts looping and then it continues to loop. So we wanted to explore new things, new ideas, or just to continue experimentation instead. Stalling is when instead of continuing task, it just writes a summary message and waits for user input to continue. So we don't want it to wait for our input, we want it to always work. And runtime fragility is just when maybe something crashes or just session stops or something with your harness or hardware is an issue. So this one is most common in I feel like. So there are 3 design decisions that Deli Chen made. So separate execution from evaluation. So the context that's doing the task is gonna be watched by another agent to look for issues. It's not gonna watch itself. And then fresh session over resume. Accumulated context is the #1 cause of loops. Each task or iteration of experiment starts clean and rereads state from files. And also, in my experience, when I tell it to do some AI research, it's gonna get stuck trying the same idea, just changing it a little bit, just trying learning rate values, instead of trying to do many different things and ideas. So we need to force it to try many different things. So there are 5 behavioral rules we will give to the AI in this prompt. So it's gonna be 0 interaction, doesn't ask you for anything, doesn't say like work is prepared, just tell me, okay, should I go? No, you should not, it should not do this, just continue and execute. So here, every compaction of the context might break the loop silently, that we have the research loop, the task loop, or the task or something. So the harness itself is gonna look at the timestamp. So I don't know if some of the harnesses have this functionality. Actually, I also tell it to output time. It did the last experiment, time it did the last review, and all of these timestamps. So orchestrator can check when they happened and if one was too long ago. So you can just prompt the LLM to output the time when it finished the task. So all of the results are going to be posted into state folder. So we will disregard all of the unnecessary context. So every new iteration, experiment, task is just going to read from this curated state folder of results, for example. So we need to separate the guardian and the worker. So the watchdog is just checking if the worker is working. It doesn't check what it's doing. It doesn't check the task. It doesn't read the prompt. It just checks if it's generating tokens and working. So if it's alive, it can check if it's alive, restart it, or nudge it to go. So each task is going to have its state and logs. So task specs, goal, milestone, success criteria, progress, it's just the current iteration, current total number of findings, status, etc. Findings is a JSONL where it appends all of the new findings, never rewrites or edits previous ones, just new results appended. So progress is the currently what it's doing, and findings is all of the previous results. Directions tried, we keep track of what we already tried, so we force the AI to try something new. And iteration log, it's just one sentence summary per iteration, per something it tries. So the goal is to solve the task, and it's going to try many things, and then each thing it tries is like one iteration. So when you see JSONL, it means it's append only. So something is happening is just keeping the history, adding new things. So workers' decisions, orchestrator's activity, and watchdog's activity. We'll see later what these actually print. So orchestrator is gonna look if some task keeps like repeating and cannot be done. So if there is like zero new findings or results, maybe 2. So for every 0 new findings, you're gonna get +1 stale count. And if there is like 2, we need to change the structure. If it's 4, it may be flagged for a human review. Or we may inject some prompt or shake up direction. And also we want to set the hard cap on 15 rounds or 30 minutes, whichever is first. So if something stalls, you need to make a big change. You cannot just tweak a prompt, bump a parameter, or try slightly different phrasing. This will not work. You need to change scope, data source, or format, or whole approach. So big structural change, not just tactical. So you don't want to just have one watchdog, one orchestrator looking if agents are stalled, because that orchestrator can die itself. So you want to have 3, for example. One is checking the timestamps, the other is firing every hour, check last seen, But okay, this is less important, but the point is to have 3 and each of them can detect the other ones and restart if any of them fail. There are 4 types of agents. So goal driven is you inject what you already tried and demand a verifiable finding and write results in finding JSONL. Then parallel exploration is you launch multiple agents with slightly different tasks. One is investigating, one is refuting, critiquing, one is creating some cross-domain insights. Experiment runs, so it's gonna run an experiment, diagnose errors, fix, resubmit. So the most important thing is that nothing is waiting for the human. And then the agent that's gonna audit the evidence chain behind each finding. So to make sure it's not hallucinated or fabricated, the finding is correct. And you can have more, these are just in this case. So I think I'm gonna end it here because this is it. It may, like, for example, you're not gonna fix fabrications because LLMs hallucinate, so the problem could be with LLMs. But anyways, we will do this live on Sunday in school. There are also classes, courses, community, and we'll do many other lives every weekend. So you can start your free trial now, check below the video.